Hello and welcome everyone to the West Midlands this winter's evening for some Monday night football. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Manchester United, two teams that for different reasons really need the 3 points on offer. For Wolves, they enter this game in a grim spot, bottom of the Premier League with only 2 points from 14 matches. Their recent league run has been dreadful. They have lost their last 7 games, going 495 minutes without a goal, raising serious doubts about survival. The only bright spot is that in their last 2 games against Villa and Forest, they have been competitive, losing both games by a narrow 1-0 scoreline. Confidence is low, pressure high, and the mood around Molineux tense. There are plans this evening for fans to protest against what they perceive as the poor running of the club. Still, with home advantage, there's a sliver of hope. Wolves know they must fight hard, be compact and scrap for anything they can get if they want to entertain any hope of miraculously avoiding the drop this season. Well, for Manchester United, they've come into this match seeking to right the ship after a mixed run of results. Before kick-off, they sit in 12th position and know that a win here could see them surge up the table into 6th. In recent matches, they've shown flashes of attacking cohesion and the ability to score, but also lapses in defence and inconsistency that have cost them dearly. What they need now is control, to dominate possession, be clinical when chances come, and avoid underestimating a fragile Wolves side. Team news for Wolves: how Gomes misses out through suspension for the hosts, who are seeking their first win of the season and their first point or goal under new manager Rob Edwards. Hwang replaces the Brazilian, while Ladislav Krejcí returns in defence in place of Jackson Tchatchoua. For Manchester United, Ruben Amorim makes one change to the side that drew with West Ham on Thursday, as Mason Mount replaces Joshua Zirkzee, who drops to the bench. It means Amorim keeps faith with young defender Aidan Heaven at the centre of his 3-man defence, and Matheus Cunha is included against his former club. Kobe Mainoo remains on the bench alongside fellow United Academy product Shea Lacey, who is yet to make his debut. And so kick-off, and Manchester United get us off under the lights with Molineux, and immediately the noise is tense, brittle, expectant. Wolves fans know how desperate their situation is, and United know that this is the kind of fixture they simply cannot afford to drop points in. Wolves get the first little burst, working the ball down the left, but it fizzles out as quickly as it began. United then settle into possession, and almost from nowhere, a ricochet drops kindly for them, and they win a corner. Fernandes swings it in, and Johnstone, under pressure, has to punch the ball away. That was creeping in, you know. Moments later, Wolves go long. Lammens handles a tricky back pass comfortably, calming things down. United looking sharper. Mbeumo flicks the ball forward cleverly in midfield. Dalot bursts past Hoever. He's clean through 1-on-1. Big chance. Save! Johnstone gets down brilliantly to save. Huge early moment in this game, and ominous for Wolves. Seconds later, Mbeumo volleys on the rebound, saved again, and the next effort from Mazraoui deflects wide. Wolves are hanging on already. The home crowd groans as Johnstone comes and misses the corner, but luckily for Wolves there's nobody there to tap the ball home. Wolves don't look organised. United need to take advantage. Now Mazraoui has gone down. Replays show that Arias steps on his foot. It's ugly, borderline challenge. VAR checks but give the Colombian the benefit of the doubt. Wolves, I think, get away with that one. The game continues, and it's the same pattern. Wolves try to play out, United swarm them, Wolves panic. When Wolves do have possession, they're not able to retain it. They give United the ball back again and again. Mount and Cunha both have shots blocked after Wolves cough it up near their own box. It's messy, nervy, exactly what a bottom club performance looks like. United dominate without quite finishing anything off. Their tempo is good, their shape strong, but the final touch isn't there. Very similar, in fact, to their performance against West Ham recently. Then Wolves finally break forward. Strand Larsen wriggles free down the right, but Heaven nicks it off him with a firm, brave tackle. Wolves fans sarcastically applaud. Moments later, Cunha tries to wriggle into space, Agbadou saves Wolves with a brilliant last-ditch tackle. United stay on top. However, Hoever then gets back to block Mount. Wolves hanging on by inches. Now Andre receives the ball and starts walking backwards with it, taking 4 extra touches he doesn't need. What is he doing there? Casemiro pounces, steals it, feeds Cunha, who has only Agbadou between him and the goal at the edge of the penalty area. He goes left, but then sees Fernandes bombing unmarked into the penalty area on his right side. The Brazilian squares the ball, but it's behind Fernandes, who has to put on the brakes. He slips, but has time enough to get on his feet again before Agbadou can get to him. Fernandes turns the Wolves defender, manages to get off a low shot from about 8 yards out. Goal! He somehow squeezes the ball past Johnstone and into the net. I think the keeper needs stronger hands there. A comedy of errors and a dreadful goal for Wolves to concede. Molyneux erupts in boos. Wolves fans can't believe what they've just seen. The nature of the goal just adds fuel to their already stoked fire. United now have their tails up and come again immediately. Oh, that's lovely football. First time passing all the way up the pitch from United. Cunha flicks Fernandes through. Fernandes plays in Mbeumo. He's into the penalty area. Johnstone stands his ground on the edge of the 6-yard box and blocks the shot with his legs. It rebounds to Cunha near the penalty spot. He shoots. Johnston's out of his goal. Blocked on the line by Toti. He clears the ball up in the air. It's going to fall to Ahmad, who volleys it wide. Oh, 3 chances there in 5 seconds. Wolves in disarray. United need to take advantage of these chances. As long as it's just one, Wolves are still in the game. And they are showing some promise now. Arias gets in behind Heaven and the young centre-back brings him down. Now then, is Heaven going to be in trouble here with the referee? Oh, well, no, the flag has gone up. That spares the young defender. Wolves now enjoying their first real spell of possession. Wolfe gets to the byline, cuts it back. Casemiro brilliantly clears there. That's good defending. Bellegarde follows up with a strike that sails high and wide. United counter again though. Dalot, gorgeous outside of the boot cross, but Toti clears acrobatically with that one. Shortly after, Cunha heads one on target, but it deflects onto the roof of the net. The game is a little bit more open now as Wolves show some attacking initiative. The home fans, furious with their teammates minutes ago, start to sense a bit of fight, and they respond with encouragement. Arias runs at United, Bellegarde finds space, Hoever gets forward. United have taken their foot off the accelerator. Wolves have possession again. They swing in a cross after cross. United can't clear it far, it keeps coming back to Wolves players. It comes out once more in on the right side, and it's going to get crossed in from the right side. It goes all the way across. The ball falls to Wolfe at the far post. He lashes it back towards the penalty spot. Bellegarde stretches. Go! Would you believe it? Wolves have equalised. A beautiful, controlled, sliding finish from the Haitian. Molyneux explodes. Chants of "we've scored a goal" echo around the stadium. Their first goal in the league since October 29th. The mood has completely changed. The fans have been starved of something like this. United completely lost their grip in the final 10 minutes. The equaliser had been coming, and that's it. The referee blows his whistle for half-time. A bizarre half. United were dominant for 35 minutes, controlling the ball, creating chances and suffocating Wolves. But they failed to kill the game and have paid the price. Wolves were chaotic, confused and badly lacking confidence, yet somehow found energy, aggression and belief in the final spell. Bellegarde's goal changes everything. The crowd is alive now. United walk off frustrated. Wolves walk off revived. We have an interesting second half to look forward to, methinks. Second half and Wolves get us away, and instantly United look to take the initiative. Ahmad twists past 2 defenders, sets up Cunha, well that's over the bar. Moments later, Johnstone charges out and collides with Cunha. The loose ball falls to Mbeumo, who tries a first-time long-range effort and is cleared by Toti again. United keep coming though. Mount switches play beautifully. Mbeumo takes a heavy touch but is able to recover and feed Cunha, but it is Agbadou again who manages a huge sliding block there. This is one-way traffic now. Wolves are hanging on by threads again. United not giving them the chance to build on their good work from the end of the first half. United have the ball again now and can break from their own penalty area. A ricochet in the centre circle falls to Cunha, who releases Dalot behind the high line. Johnstone comes out to the edge of the penalty area to narrow the angle. Dalot squares it unselfishly to Mbeumo, and goal! Mbeumo taps into an empty net, and just like that, United regain the lead. The move was simple in execution, devastating and deserved due to their positivity at the start of the second half. Wolves look stunned. The atmosphere drops instantly. Whatever sparks that were threatening to ignite look thoroughly extinguished. Wolves will be disappointed they haven't been able to put pressure on United's fragile back line at the start of this half. And now another blow as goalscorer Bellegarde has to go off injured. United are not satisfied with 2. They won't want to make the same mistake they made in the first half in allowing Wolves back into the game after having taken the lead. Cunha with a shot and it's blocked. Wolves have the ball now and try to play it around a bit, trying to regain some composure, but they aren't able to create anything noteworthy. Andre takes a hopeless shot into bodies. Every touch is heavy. Every decision seems uncertain. Just over an hour played now, United have the ball out on the right wing. It's played infield to Fernandes about 10 yards outside the penalty area. He's time to look up. He clips a perfect cross from over the top of the defence towards the penalty spot. Mount has ghosted in behind the defence. He's unmarked. Goal! Mason Mount! A lovely goal. He side-foots a composed volley past Johnstone. A beautiful finish, but where was the marking? Mount deserves that. He's looked bright this evening. United celebrate with relief and energy. That goal finally gives them breathing room. Moller has become familiar with this feeling. The fans sink deeper into their seats. Some have seen enough and are heading for the exits already. United now playing with freedom. Fernandes almost repeats the trick, clipping a pass into Cunha this time, but Johnstone saves from Cunha's diving header, and Wolves can just about clear. United substitute both wing-backs. Wolves respond by making 3 changes of their own, greeted with irony and laughter by the fans. It's not a happy environment at this present time. Mbeumo, Ahmed and Cunha all shoot and all are blocked. United have a corner. They play it very long to the far side of the box. It's going to fall to Ahmed. He volleys it first time into a group of defenders. We have pinball inside the box for a few moments before Wolves eventually clear. Oh, what's this? VAR are looking at a possible handball and penalty to United. Let's look back at the replays. It was Ahmed who fired the shot. The ball hits Mosquera's arm. VAR sending the referee to the screen, and that can't be good for Wolves. And it's been confirmed. The penalty is given. Penalty. Fernandes picks up the ball. The Wolves fans know this is the end for them. Bottom corner, no nerves, no doubt. Fernandes, 4-1 to Man United. United's captain gets his second of the night, and Wolves fans head for the exits by the dozens. United makes more changes, seeing out the result with ease. 9 minutes added, groans ring around the stadium. Wolves fans wanted this to finish. United tapped the ball around calmly. Wolves barely touched the ball. Then Lopez fires over late on, their only second half shot on target. Krejcí gets booked unnecessarily, and that's the final act. The whistle goes and the suffering ends. Full time, Wolves 1, Manchester United 4. A deserved win, eventually, for a dominant Manchester United team who climb now into the top 6. After a shaky end to the first half, they came out after the break playing sharp, confident and ruthless football. 3 second-half goals, 27 shots, and as complete a performance as they've produced under Amram this season. The opposition perhaps made it easy, but United will take any positives they can. Bruno Fernandes was exceptional again, at the centre of everything good for United. Ahmed and Mbeumo relentless without being exceptional. Mount showed glimpses of what he's all about. United fans will be hoping for more consistency from him in the coming games. Cunha, dangerous despite not scoring. For Wolves it's bleak, no silver lining. Bottom of the table on 2 points, 8 defeats now in a row, 13 points from safety. No goal-scoring threat, no structure, and the fans know it. United leave with momentum, Wolves leave with dread as they have to travel to wounded league leaders Arsenal at the weekend. It finishes here at Molineux, Wolves 1, Manchester United 4.